Alright, hey guys, welcome back to another video. I am going to be a little bit more quiet. My son is sleeping. He's in the back, so it's pretty late. So yeah, I'm going to be a little bit quiet. Hopefully you guys can still hear me. I'll try to turn up the volume and all that. But yeah, we have a new video today, and we're going to be talking about some things that were changed in terms of the patch notes of 1.7.2, the new patch that we released, and also some questions that were answered for the community, and I think they're pretty much good answers that other people might have had, so I thought, why not, let's share it. So first, let's go to this first one. So we have a person asking that one of the community managers, which obviously talk with the developers, and he stated, so after watching a strat gaming video, somehow he managed to get converting prisoners working. I can't figure out how to do it despite starting a kingdom and capturing a prisoner and putting them in a dungeon and visiting them personally. But I'm glad it works somehow. So he's obviously talking about how you can now convert prisoners that you have, prisoner lords, into joining your kingdom. You can actually have a conversation with them about that. And he also ended saying, but apparently elite caravans either aren't in or aren't functional. So first, let's talk about the first section of the prisoners, and then we're going to move on to the elite caravans, because that's pretty much the main point of this video, right? So he states that these are the things that you need to actually get, what's it called, a prisoner to turn into a friendly lord, but he said these are actually wrong, and these are actually the right ones right over here. So these are the three things that needs to happen for you to be able to, what's it called, convince a prisoner to join you as, you know, a friendly lord, right? So here it is. So the first thing, the prisoner has to be in ownership of the player's clan. In your party, clan member party, your prison, clan member prison. Okay, so pretty much they have to be either in a dungeon that you own or one of your clan members own, or in one of the parties. Makes sense? The second thing you need, the prisoner should be a clan leader. Obviously, anytime you want any clan to join you, you obviously need to talk to the leader, you know, regardless of what it is. Okay, that makes sense. And the third is the player has to be the leader of the kingdom. Okay, so that makes sense. So obviously, if you're a vassal, you can't actually recruit more clans to the kingdom, because that's the thing that the leader has to do. So, okay, all those three things make sense. They're pretty easy to, you know, get to, you know, and not too restrictive, which is good. We're going to see exactly how much money they want, though, because I'm wondering, since, you know, they're in a bad position, you know, they're a prisoner, will they require you to pay a lot less for them to join your clan, or how does that all work exactly? But we will see as time goes on. Now, the second point that I want to talk about is the elite caravans. So I actually clicked on this link right over here, as we can see right over here, and let's read out what the patch notes were before and then what they are today, because they have changed, and it's a pretty big change if you actually want to use this feature, because it's kind of confusing, but now it's fixed. So yesterday, well, yesterday is when, you know, the patch came out, but whenever you guys are watching this, is probably not going to be yesterday. But when the patch came out, they stated elite caravans are now created from culture-based troop templates. The elite troop template that is used when creating an elite caravan corresponds to the player's starting culture. Okay, so what I said in other videos, because I read the same thing, is that if you start Khazate, all your caravans are going to be Khazate, you know, troops, right? But that is actually not the case. As I refreshed today, let's go find this exact point right over here. They have changed the wording and therefore changed how caravans are made, or, you know, this is how they were made, it just wasn't written right in the patch notes. So they state now that elite caravans are now created from culture-based troop templates, like before. The elite troop template that is used when creating an elite caravan corresponds to the culture of the settlement where the caravan is created. There you go. So now it's not based on your player's starting culture, but it's based on the culture of the town. So if it's a Khazate town, it'll be Khazate caravan. If it's a Vlandian town, it'll be a Vlandian caravan. That's how it actually goes. But yeah, expect a video on that very shortly, probably the next 1 to 2 days, about me showing off all the different troops in each single type of caravan. And this will actually help me, because I probably would have ran into the same problem if I started making the video today. But for people wondering, make sure if you want to use this feature, It is the culture of the settlement that matters, not the culture that you started your character with. And next we have I think we have one more post. Here you go, one more post. This has to do mostly with some bugs and also multiplayer, but let's just go through it real quick. So we have a player asking the community manager didn't see anything about fixing the bug that caused companions to go into holding when they failed quests. Reported this back in January. Okay, they responded saying it was fixed internally, will be the next hotfixes / beta patch. There you go. Good to see. Good to hear. And then next person says, I don't understand the point of adding multiplayer notes if there's no way for us to actually test anything. Okay. The community manager responds, in the past we have open servers on the beta branch to test combat changes balancing. We don't want to split the player base with this patch as it contains the ranking system. Okay, so they pretty much what they're saying is they just want, to get as many players on one patch as possible so as many people can play. Okay. Then they state, we share the changes with beta, even if not accessible in multiplayer, as they have passed internal testing and are included in the patch. There have been continuous requests made by our fellow community members to share as much information as quickly as possible. Omitting multiplayer change from the beta just because you can't test them yet would go against that. Okay, so I understand. So most of the times you can only play the multiplayer on the live patch because the live patch is available on different platforms. It's available on Epic Games, obviously Steam, but one thing Epic Games does not have, and probably other little places as well, I don't know all the places that Bannerlord is available, but on Epic Games you cannot access the beta version. Alrighty, you guys probably heard that, but my son had woken up and it's past a reasonable amount of time trying to put him back to sleep. But as I was talking about, we were talking about the beta and live branch. So what happens is, since Epic Games launcher does not actually have two different things that you can choose from, like Steam, where you can choose the beta or you can choose the live, or actually any other patch in the past, Epic Games only has the live version. So therefore, the multiplayer is on the live version. So you can pretty much play on, both platforms. So therefore, the reason this person is saying this is because right now you can't actually do any of the ranked matches because guess what? There's no beta branch of multiplayer. They usually release one, but unfortunately they didn't release one for this patch. So therefore, we have to actually wait till the next patch comes out because this current beta patch will be moved to live, and therefore that's when the multiplayer changes will actually be in the game. So unfortunately, it is more time to wait. I get why they put it. It's probably for organization reasons, and probably next couple patches down the line, it's not going to matter this little time delay. But yeah, right now you can't really test the multiplayer changes, but I see why they put it. And last thing they have is another player saying, very sorry for the pain, but I feel like now it's time or never to do it. Okay. I don't know what this is exactly for, but they say, thank you for your feedback. We're aware of the Rambo issue and are exploring ways to resolve it in a way that doesn't negatively impact other aspects of gameplay. Talking about the Rambo issue. Okay, it looks like something you can, looks like a button mash with no cooldown. Okay, so bug. They're looking on a way to fix it. Okay, so that pretty much does it. That's the little updates we have from patch 1.7.2. Main things to focus on: elite caravans based on the settlement, not your starting character's culture. And for the prisoners, make sure that you have the prisoner in your possession or within your clan's possession, within your clan and kingdom's possession. Make sure you're the leader of the kingdom, and also make sure the prisoner that you are talking to is a clan leader. That's pretty much it. That will do it for me. Like always, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one.